Hey, today's quote comes from Marianne Williamson's book Everyday Grace. It's a really cool book. I've actually just started it. But so far it's good. Marianne Williamson goes pretty deep, which I really like. And right now she's talking about mystics and what it means to lead a spiritual and mystical path in the world, which is really cool. So I love this quote. It's from page 19 in the chapter Thoughts of Grace. And it says, "Our greatest power to change our world lies in our power to see beyond the veil. For we will invoke the world we choose to see. This may mean we repudiate the testimony of our physical senses or even of our logical minds. And this repudiation is a positive denial of the so-called realities of a darkened world. And as we stand firmly within a point of light, though darkness might be all around us, the darkness begins to dissolve into the nothingness from whence it came." And what I really like about that quote is so many of us live in this world of saying, well, but if I don't watch the news and if I choose not to see violence, am I just plugging my ears and going, I don't see you? Or am I really creating the reality I want to see? And this is a question that a lot of us deal with. Are we just putting blinders on, or are we actually creating something? And I think what she's getting at there is that, yeah, it feels like what she says, the repudiating the testimony of our physical senses. Like we are actually saying, I get what you think that you're experiencing, but I'm going to choose to look at it a different way. And this is when we get really full power over our mind and full control over the mind, that we can have these things happen and choose to interpret them differently and choose to make different conclusions and connect the dots differently and say, I actually am going to choose my outcomes. I actually am going to choose what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing, and that's up to me. So this is really it's in depth and it's very much into the power of the mind. But if you're working on creating the life that you want, which hopefully you are, or I don't know why you're following me, but if that's part of your path that is of mine, then this is really key to know that we can choose what others may call denial. We can choose what others may call ignorance, because we get to choose. We get to choose how we process information, and we get to choose what it means for us. And so really making that choice. So we can say, yeah, I want to be wealthy, and so I'm going to feel full of wealth. I'm going to count all my blessings and feel fully abundant. And then we say, yeah, but my bank account still says this X, Y, and Z. It's your choice to decide whether or not that bank account reflects how you really feel. It is. It's your choice. It may be what you think is a fact, but it's a snapshot of a moment in time. And so that input, it's just like sensory input. It's input, and you get to decide what it means. And if it means then it's never going to be bigger. So this snapshot in time means I'm never going to have money ever again. Really? It's a snapshot in time. So base it on what you want it to be on. I hope that helps. See you tomorrow. Mwah.